إن الحمد لله نحمد ونشكر ونستعين ونستهدي ونؤمن به إنه من يهدي فلا مضل له نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise and adoration belongs to Allah, the Lord of incomparable in exhaustive majesty. Beseech Allah to shower His His mercy on His noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu his household, his companions, his relatives, and every Muslim that followed their path till the day of reckoning. I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we shall be discussing a very vital topic, which is Ismu Hassan, Asma'u Hassan. That is given a good name, giving good names. Giving good names, it means, as far as our deen is concerned, names is so germane that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happens to be the first to give names to things. When he was addressing the angels and Prophet Adam in the Quran chapter 2, where Allah said that وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ أَسْمَاهَ كُلَّهَا, said, I taught Adam names of all things. Asma kullaha, names of all things. And part of the nature of Allah, Allah has names, beautiful names and attributes. It's Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Mulk, Al-Qudus. So the same thing goes with human being. He wants us to address ourselves with good names, because good names has a very positive impact in our lives. Same thing goes with bad names, has negative impact in our lives. That is why it's so keen and so genuine that when we want to give name as parents to our children, we should try as much as possible to be selective. So giving names in our deen can kickstart before the particular thing you want to give name, particular person you want to give name comes to the world. Before we give birth to a child, we can give such a child a name before the birth. We have evidence in the Quran and the tradition of Rasulullah. We see when Allah was talking to us in the Quran, Surah Al-Maryam or Surah Al-Imran, when Allah said that, he was talking to Zakaria, he said that I will give you a particular son. His name is going to be Yahya. Yahya has not come to the world before Allah gave him such name. So it's an evidence that we can give a name before that particular person in question, is giving birth to. At the same time, we also say in the tradition of Rasulullah, the wife of Rasulullah, Aisha radhiyallahu anha, we used to call her Abdullah. Abdullah is a general name. Aisha did not put to bed till the end of her relationship with Rasulullah, but she was named Abdullah. So we can also give a child a name the day he is giving birth to, nothing bad about it, or at least the 7th date of the birth. So if we want to give name, we should be selective. It's so essential. And the best of all names is the names of Allah. Ma'ubida, Mahumida, Allah's names. And Allah's name should be attached with Abdul. For example, I want to mention Rahman, it should be Abdul Rahman, Abdullah, Abdul Razak, Abdul Fattah. So those are the best names we can give to our children or ourselves. At the same time, we can also give names of prophets. That is the second category. Prophets like Muhammad, Yahya, Zakaria, Isa, Ibrahim, Musa, Yusuf, Yunus, Harun, and what have you. Names of prophets can also be what? Given to our children. And the third category are the names of the righteous predecessors, the names of the Sahaba, both male and female, like Uthman, Abu Bakr, Osama, Usaifa, Labiba, Bilal, and what have you. So these are good names. So because these names are so essential and they have good impact on our children's lives. And we can also give names that sound very positive. So names that sound positive are also allowing us redeem. So aside from all this, we should avoid every other names that people used to give. Some people give names based on the way it is sound, and such a name does not have good meaning. Like for example, somebody give a child Simbi. Simbi happens to be animal's name, like I think it's animal like hyena. So we'll give it names because of the sound. So we have to be very careful. So we also give names, somebody is giving names based on just the way the names sound. So it doesn't matter. For example, now you give a child Fatiha. Fatiha is just an opening. What are you opening? If you want to give a child name, you can say Abdul Fattah. So Abdul Fattah is a servant of the opening. I want to open all things. So on Mistura there it means ruler. We don't just give name because of the sound. And at times we give names, and we change the names from this appropriate structure and restructure it. This is not also allowed in our deen. For example, somebody's name is Abdul Ghaffar. Abdul Ghaffar means names of the most forgiving. You don't have to say Ghaffar. It's wrong. Or Abdulghanniy, you say Ghaniyu. Somebody bearing Abdul Rahman doesn't speak well of us. Or Latifa, say Lati. Rokoya, Ruka. Shakiro, Shaki. All these names has negative meaning. So we have to be very, very careful by giving and misinterpreting names that has a good meaning. And at times we also should avoid giving names of deities, names of these deities. We should avoid it. Like somebody bearing Shangodeji, Shangodade, or Shumbiyi, all names of these goddess, and maybe the god of thunder, god of water that people worship. We should avoid those names as Muslims. It's because Allah said, "Bisalis with the fusub badal iman." That is, Allah's shame on those bad names after you've embraced faith. So we should avoid names that we have negative interpretation, because it has a very negative impact in our life. Just like during the lifetime of Rasulullah, somebody came to Rasulullah and Rasulullah asked him of his name. He said his name is Harb. His name means Harb means war. I said, no, don't be a name. That names. You should be a Sal. That means peace. Somebody names is Dur. Dur means harshness. So I told him to change the name to something like Yaish. So something that's very easy. So this is what Islam told us as Muslims, that we should avoid bad names. We should embrace good names, because these names go a long way to have impact in our life. As I said that Rasulullah said that we should give our children good names, because each and every one of us will be called with such a name on the day of judgment. So if you don't have a good name and you have such heinous and negative name, you shall be addressed with such a name, and it goes a long way to have negative impact in your life. For example, when somebody is bearing Abdulghanniy, we change the name to Roscoe. Roscoe has no any meaning. No, someone that's been Abdulghanniy, we change the name to Letwa. It's a bad name as well. So this is what we need to avoid, to embrace good names, because good names, you go a long way to have good value to our lives, good value to our akhirah, and then we make us to stand with evidence. When people ask you what's your name, what does it mean, you'll be able to say it correctly. Pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make this little sign of worship and accept it from us as an ibadah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.